just rant, but I am fucking fed up of this weather, seriously. So Monday, I was at work all day, gym later on, Tuesday same, it was dry all day. Wednesday, I booked off to do my car because it's got a photo shoot soon. I don't get any time to do stuff, so I booked today off, especially for it. Spent all day prepping, cleaning, getting it ready, getting old Tiger Seal off. I got to the point where I was about to put Tiger Seal on. It rained. I thought, that's exactly what happened about 6 months ago when I fitted it in Leeds, or maybe like 4 months ago. Anyway, so I was like, I'm not working this Saturday. At least it's like I've got the Tiger Seal off. It's ready to refit. Thought it's not a major deal. I'll do it Saturday. So I got up this morning, done a few bits, and then just as I was on my way home to start it started raining. So I thought, just forget it. I'm not even going to bother. Can't be arsed. It's annoying because I don't get time, and it needs to be on soon. But I thought, here's what it is. Leave it. But then about half an hour later, my partner went, sky's cleared up, it's blue now, clouds have shifted, winds died off a bit. So I went outside and looked and I thought, yeah, sun had come out a little bit, sky were blue. I thought, all right, let's get the car dried, I'll make sure it's clean, where Tiger Seal's going to be going, and I'll stick it on. And then I started to Tiger Seal the grill, which took a while. I don't know if that skeleton gun's faulty, but it was not easy. So it took me ages to do that, like a piece of artwork. And it started raining. It's just like, really? So Monday, Tuesday, I wasn't available. It was dry all day. Wednesday, I booked a day off work. It rained. Thursday, Friday, I was in work again. It was fine. Saturday, I'm off work. It's rained. So if it rains tomorrow, it's rained on 3 of 7 days that I had an opportunity to do this. Sod's law. And the only reason I'm fitting this now, or refitting it, should I say, is because when I first fitted it in Leeds, it was the same. It was like raining, not raining, sunny, and I waited a couple of hours and it had not rained. I thought, I'll go do it. It seems to have packed in now. And it did the exact same thing. I had it in my hand with the Tiger Seal and about to offer it up, and it rained. I had to get my mum to help me because we were in Leeds that day. And the problem is, not only obviously you don't want any water behind the grill on the Tiger Seal because it's going to affect how well it bonds. That's not even the worst bit. The worst bit is I need to masking tape it. I need to masking tape it like the hell out of it to get it to stick. And if there's any water on the car whatsoever, that masking tape ain't sticking, as you well know. So it literally means I can't do it. So yeah, that's why it wasn't fitted very well originally. And not only did it rain when I was fitting it, I then had to drive from Leeds to Mansfield, and it proper come down all the way home on motorway. So you can think motorway speeds with rain so heavy you can barely see. The masking tape just lost its hold. In fact, some of it actually come off and like flapped about, and it's scratched all my bonnet wrap. But yeah, I do sometimes hate my car. So I'm kind of just in limbo now because this Tiger Seal's on back, and it does say on weather app, which you can never trust, that it's going to rain for 10 minutes and it's just light drizzle. But while I'm waiting, that Tiger Seal's going off on back of there. Just got to hope it'll be alright, really, because to be honest with you, I just want it back on car. I can't be bothered. I like modifying my car. I love it, and I enjoy it and that lot, but I don't enjoy this bit, I'll be honest. I really don't. You just want it to be done, don't you? This is the problem with fitting stuff yourself. It is rewarding, but my God, is it stressful. So yeah, I thought I'd film it anyway. I thought people will relate to fitting stuff to the car and having problems and it being a nightmare, because I'm sure it happens to a lot of people. How many times do you go, I'm just going to fit this. It'll probably be about 20 minutes, and then 2 hours later you sit outside with your head in your hands, just feeling absolutely deflated. Cars. This is one job as well. I've got to do rear diffuser. My V2 rear diffuser was bonded to the car, and I couldn't get all the bond compound off. I don't know if it was Tiger Seal, I'm not sure. It was a garage who bonded that for me. Couldn't get it all off. So long story short, when I put my new V2 diffuser on, because I cracked the first one, it's not stuck very well. So I need to remove that, somehow get this stuff off and bond it on. So that's done. So that'll be grill done, rear diffuser done. I've got some neons my partner bought me at Christmas to fit. They're just sat in a box because, again, not had time. If I do have time, it's raining. And I've got a new splitter to fit as well, but I haven't received that yet. It's on back order because I hit a pothole at the edge of a speed bump, so my car dropped in and it took a chunk out of my current splitter. So plenty to do, and I kind of just want it all to be sorted, ready for show season, and I want it ready for the photo shoot I've got with Fast Forward. So yeah. Well, see what happens with weather, and I'll get back to you, hopefully with some good news. So there he is, just sat there, and look at this. Do we even call this rain? It's not quite rain, but if I dry it off with this towel, within a few seconds there's more spots everywhere, and you don't need a lot for the masking tape to not stick. If the masking tape doesn't stick, it's not going to hold the gross around on. It's just a weird waiting game, innit? Got to see what stops first, whether the rain stops or whether this goes off a bit and doesn't stick properly. It says 24 hours usually for Tiger Seal to fully set, so let's hope that it doesn't set before it stops raining. I've put a lot more on this time as well, because I think I was a bit gentle with it first time, so I thought sod it, bang it on. Yeah, hate the country, hate the weather, it's just annoying. Kind of need to get this back on as well, because my number plate obviously sticks to it. But yeah, there he is. He's a pain in my ass at the moment. Broken splitter, grill surround that whenever I go to fit, it rains. Rear diffuser's not attached properly. Exhaust tips are out of alignment. Downpipe's heavily cracked. Insurance is due. First MOT is due. It's misfiring. It doesn't have TPMS sensors, so I've got a warning light on dash. And all that is not included the bonnet that's dented. You can see like a bit of a ripple in there. It's hard with clouds, but that's going to be new bonnet, rewrap, a massive dent in the door. That's only about 500 quid to get repaired and resprayed. Well, I've got to get this thing fixed properly as well. So I want PCP lump sums due as well, which I'm going to have to refinance, which is not an easy decision to make when it's costing me so much money. So let's hope it's worth it in the end. Let's hope anyone who watches this sees me at shows and is looking decent and I'm there saying it's worth it, because at the moment I don't feel like it's worth it. So I've managed to find a window and dry the car, so I'm just chucked it on, gone absolutely mental with masking tape, as you can see. because I basically just want it to be bonded better than it was the first time. But to be honest with you, as long as it's on, it's a stress off my mind, because it wasn't like going to fall off last time. It'd just be really solid here, and then this bit would be like, you'd be able to move it, and then it'd be really solid here, but this bit were like moving. So I just want it to be fitted a bit better. The thing is with the rain, it's not so bad once I've got to this stage, because I can at least try and keep it dry and the tape's on. It's it raining before you've masked it up. That's the killer. So yeah, pleased to report, I've got the tape on. My car looks like a bit of a mummy. Yeah, let's just hope it don't rain for 24 hours. Yeah, right, we live in UK. But no, it's on now. At least I can cover it, or at least try to keep it dry. I'm not saying I'll be able to keep it bone dry, but I can try put stuff over it and that lot. So there you go. I might just leave it like that actually. Looks alright. It kind of looks what you would describe as obnoxious. So I might just go to shows like that and forget all about this grill surround perils. So yeah, I'll check back in when I've took the tape off. Right, so it's the next day. Bit of sunshine. Wow. I don't know, I don't think it did rain again last night. Anyway, the masking tape that I bought says remove within 24 hours. It's been 23 hours. That's looking good. Oh, no squidgy bits. So yeah, I better get this off because it's been on 23 hours. Because it'll be my luck it pulls some paint off or wrap or something. Or leaves a load more glue than it's supposed to. So yeah, I'll peel this off and we'll check the results. It already feels better along the top than what it did before some bits moved. So yeah, I'll get it off and we'll check back in. So that's the masking tape off, and I'm pleased to report I'm very, very happy with that. It's not perfect, but I don't know about you guys, whenever you're doing something to yourself, to your car, it's never perfect, but it's so much better than what it was. So all this bit, all the way across, is solid. You know, if you press it, it don't move, it's just solid, there's no gap. And for me, that's the most important bit. It's the end of the day, when you stood, that's the main bit you see. The bottom bit as well, that's all solid, there's no press in any of that, all the way across, I've checked. So yeah, that's pretty good, that. So much better than last time. I mean, last time I took tape off and it was like solid from here to here, and then this bit was flimsy, and solid here, and this bit was flimsy. And this bit was solid, the other side one, and this time it's all solid. When I say imperfect, the only thing, I think it's slid this way a little bit, so that's over there. Just a tiny bit, but not enough for you to bother with at all. Other side, like flush, but you can't really tell, so that, when I say imperfect, that's me being picky. That side's even like great. I know Maxton sometimes gets slated for fitting, but for me this isn't bad at all. Got a gap here. I do think that is literally just the fitments. Maybe a touch out, or maybe it's because it was that little bit over, but that is absolutely perfect. Happy with that, really happy. Obviously I should have shown it before really, so you could see the difference, but there we go. It's looking mean again. I'm waiting till new splitters on, because this splitter, I went with this splitter because the old one had stuck out a bit and I felt that's why it smashed, so I went with a bit more of a clean sort of street-like looking one. But the one that's coming's more aggressive. Defo fits the look of the car. So one thing left to do, put the plate back on. Although I do kind of like it without. I could do with some new ones. The L's got a chip in it, and I believe the G's loose. And I've had them, I've probably had these 2.5 years. So that guy who sold me them, you know, very good plates. I think it was called B&S Bits or something, the guy I got them off. It were on Mark 8 group. So they've done well. I think it'd look better with some smoked plates or tinted plates. Which I'll make sure are interchangeable because I know police don't like them. But yeah, because of the nature of this car and the speeds it does on track, obviously, I thought the plate would blow off, so I bought the strongest Velcro that Halfords did, and I put 4 on instead of 2. I guess I'll be over the top. I tell you what, it's too much. Like, I had to get the grille surround off the car and then get the plate off, because otherwise the plate would have pulled the grille surround off. So yeah, I maybe need to rethink that. But yeah, I'll put the plate back on, and then we're done.